Hello, it is Friday afternoon at the Glover Central. Casa del Glover is on deck for its first night of having a little libation for the first time in 5 days. So we've been doing really good on our no drinking during the week and only having a few little drinks on Friday and Saturday. This is also my first weekend without having I hope a deficit walking into Monday, because we don't have any big parties. We don't have a big anniversary dinner planned. So I'm hoping that all the strides that I've made weight-wise from Monday through now will remain in place. At least I'd like to maintain during the weekend. May or may not, we'll see. I'm actually more concerned about the visceral fat evaporating than I am about the scale number. So we'll see what that says on Thursday next week, so stay tuned. I'm literally 2 weeks away from starting, a little over 2 weeks away from starting, or is it 2 weeks? No, it's a week and a half away from starting the Transformation Challenge. Super looking forward to it. I love my gym. I love Crunch so much. It's like my home away from home. Today we had a fun time at Zumba, and we did like let's wear skirts every Friday kind of a challenge. So we're going to start doing that next week. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a great group. And I love my friends that I've made there, and I love the gym itself. So great time today. And I get to do the Transformation Challenge. I saw my little name on the little board, Christine G, and all the other people that will be part of the challenge are listed there. So it's very exciting and fun. I have no illusions about winning this thing. I'm basically a person who's in competition with herself. And I told my personal trainer that, I told him that yesterday when I saw him, because I just want to win for me. I just want to feel healthy and strong for me. And I'm so excited for the people that are on this journey. I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited to see how this helps them. And to make new friends would be lovely. And to build on other friendships that I may not even know that I have friends that have joined. So that'll be really cool. So that starts September the 8th, the week of September the 8th. We have our weigh-in on the 9th. But I have a big diddly bob on Thursday coming up anyway. So we'll see how all that rolls out. The big news is the physicist has been approved also for Zepbound because of his sleep apnea and his little weight problem. So his doctor sent in the prescription, and it got approved and authorized, and he's going to get it probably next week. There was a snafu in the pricing, but I think he's going to do really well on it. He's already doing the diet part with me, which is fabulous. So now we can be on this journey together, and they say it's really good to have an accountability buddy, and who better than the guy that always has my six and has basically my back, and I have his. So we can keep each other honest and real, and when that desire to, I don't know, fall off the cheater, go on the cheater wagon again or whatever it is, I don't even think we're cheating. Like we've been so good. Like I'm so proud of us. I am like patting ourselves on the backs, because we have really made a lot of positive changes, and I'm really excited about what's going to come next. So this week has been interesting. The biggest issue I have had is really just transforming the way I think about calories versus grams of protein. I've always been that girl that counted calories and like, hey, a calorie is a calorie, but not really. And I know that deep down, but hey, I could save my calories for my wines at night and then break down because the sugars go all crazy. And the next thing you know, you're looking for cheese, crackers, and I don't know, a chocolate bar. But that's not happening now, because I'm doing my lovely little aptogen drinks, which I have one right now a little bit early. This is a peach ginger from Trip, and it's pretty tasty. And super refreshing. If you like ginger. If you don't like ginger, this is not for you. But I'm a big tart, tangy kind of a flavor profile kind of a person. So I really like this one. It's yummy. And it's my first pre-dinner, whatever, adaptogen drink for the evening. So I'm having this. It's really yummy. So that's been easy. But trying to come up with 125 approximately grams of protein per day has been a challenge. So yesterday I actually, like literally half of my little wheel of the stuff that I'm logging. Oh my God, I hate logging shit, but at least there's a place to press favorite, 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 favorite. And then you just go back and go, this was my favorite. This was my favorite for breakfast. Blah, 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 blah. It's easier if you just eat the same damn thing every day. But truthfully, I'm not really into doing that 100%. Like I will do it for breakfast, lunch, whatever, but I like variety in my life. So that's the challenge. But also if I want to make logging stuff easier, it's kind of good to eat kind of the same thing every day. So that, and yesterday I hit it pretty good. I had a good balance of protein. Half my little wheel was protein, and that was great. Lean protein. One, it was good. It turned out really good. I was actually, again, very proud of myself. But switching that brain set from counting calories, which is something that sort of I learned at the feet of a woman who counted calories like you would not believe. She could look at something and know how many calories were in it. She could like literally, like her whole entire life was counting calories or figuring out the right diet to lose weight. Da 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 da. She struggled and struggled and struggled. And now I kind of wish that she had had these kind of opportunities too, because it really wasn't her fault. It was just the way she was built. It was her body. It was her genetics. It was all kinds of different factors that went into it. And she really also was not someone who tended to move. She was diagnosed, my mom, with a heart murmur when she was a little baby. And she kind of used that as her excuse to walk like a snail, which my dad walked exactly the opposite of that. In fact, we both have the same stride. I think my brother has the same stride too, because it's like we were looking at our strides, my physicist and I, and my stride, my walking stride is 10 inches longer than his. I have spent the last 40 plus years doing this. You coming? Where are you? Are you coming? I do that in grocery stores too, which brings me to part two. We went to a really fun place today. We've known about it for a while. It's called Central Market. It's run by a big Texas chain, H-E-B. Any of you that live in Texas know about H-E-B. It's all locally grown, sourced to a large extent. It's just a great grocery store, and they really take care of the Texans, and I love that about them. So we had gone to the Hatch Chili Cook-Off last week and got lots of like lovely little goodies, and they all came from the Central Market. So we were like, let's go there and check it out. Yeah, here we are. We're on a new plan. We're trying to be healthy and strong. And where do we go? We're going to H-E-B Central Market to look at all the little goodies because we like to tease ourselves. But we found some amazing produce, some lovely things for dinner, like really nice cut of steak, really nice chicken thighs done in a Hatch chili marinade, and kofta kebabs or whatever, which I love Middle Eastern food. So I'm really excited about having that on Sunday. So we found that. We found some great produce, and we did get a few little goodies. Nothing major though, because we know we can't eat it. Like, well, we can, but to what end? Like, what will it do to our bodies? And that was sort of like my biggest concern starting this was A, what's it going to do to me? B, is it going to make food taste weird? Note, for me, it has not made food taste weird. I like food. The food still tastes the same. It doesn't taste weird at all. C, is it going to make me sick? Nope, because I've been following their plan. I've been following their suggestions that I have found on Pinterest, which I believe I have my Pinterest board located in the description, and you can click on that to look for ideas, for healthy ideas as well, and then just have fun going through all of that. So I've got a pretty good rhythm going on there. I work out. I'm taking I'm doing the protein shakes, the stuff from the meal replacement shakes from my gym, and today's the only day I haven't done it, mainly because there just wasn't time. There was just a lot going on. So we did that, and then we're doing all the things right. So it's really, I haven't noticed anything. I haven't noticed any nausea. I haven't noticed any other issues. The only thing I've really noticed is I go to the bathroom to tinkle all the time. Like, I think I joked around about this in one of my other videos. I'm like, my new middle name is Christine Peasalot Glover, because oh my gosh, you spend a lot of time tinkling. And I think that's just because A, you're drinking a lot of water to nourish your body, but also B, I think it's somehow I don't know, siphoning off the fat through there. I have no idea how this stuff works. I'm not a scientist. I don't even play one on TV. I just know that there's something changing, and I am getting full more quickly, even on the lowest dose. So that's good. I'm eating less. I'm not hungry all the time. I don't think about food all the time. However, I have not become that person yet. We'll see if it happens, where I'm like, oh, I don't even feel like doesn't even cross my mind to have a glass of wine, or it doesn't even cross my mind to have, I don't know, something nibbly. The truth is, if I could have a glass of wine every night with my meal, I would. But I know that it's not going to be good for my journey, and I really, 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 really want to make this stick. So I'm doing all the things. Will that be the case when I'm in France next fall? Probably not. Because I'm not an idiot. I'm not going all the way to France, not have my wine while I'm there. May not have as much, but I'm not going to be like 5 days no drink and 2 days just wine. That's not happening. Like, I'm going to keep it real, man. Like, there's no way I'm going to be that girl unless I'm told to be that girl. And that's an interesting concept too, because we had someone in our life say to us, well, if I was told that this would kill me, alcohol particularly, and then I would just stop. And it was in reference to someone that, was struggling with true alcoholism, like addiction. And I kind of looked at that and I kept my mouth shut about it, because I was like, I get where you're coming, but you're standing here having a drink with us and you're saying this to us. So like, what's your red meat basically? Is it candy? Is it whatever? And how easy would it be for you to give it up because you're not technically addicted to it? And that's a whole different thing. Like, if you're addicted, physically addicted to something, if your body is that addicted, just being told, oh, if you don't stop, you will die, isn't enough. And I know that it's not enough. And I can't sit in judgment of anyone that struggles with that kind of thing. I'm really lucky. Basically, we just like to have alcohol, and we just, I think during the pandemic, got a little bit too, easy up on it. It was easy to do. Heck, they delivered the booze, they delivered everything. The restaurants gave you margaritas to go. I mean, it was like a free-for-all in Texas here, other than some things. But like, really seriously, if you wanted to, it was easy enough. And I think a lot of people fell that way. I mean, what else were you going to do? You're sitting at home trying new appliances that you never would have tried. Like, I had an Instapot for like an Insta minute, and it was silly because I hated the thing. I ended up giving it away. I had a garden thing on my countertop. It went wild. The ice storms completely like gutted me. Like, I was like, okay, if you're having rolling blackouts every 6 hours, so the whole thing got root bound. And I'm not even into gardening. Like, that's my niece-in-law's thing. That was my dad's thing. That is not my thing at all. But I thought I'd just grow herbs and stuff on my kitchen and counter. It was so ding-dongy. But we all had those moments. Some people had bigger purchases and regrets after that. Well, fortunately, mine weren't terribly big. And one of them was a Christmas present. I actually requested the garden thing. Can you imagine? And they didn't just get me one, they got me two. And I'm like, great, now I've got two of these to look after. But I digress. At any rate, it was a thing. But now we're being very, very good. And we found a good balance. And it's something that I've been looking for us for a while. And I really am glad that we're in this together, because it's so much easier if your partner supports you in your life choices. And it's so much easier if you have each other to encourage each other and to be like, we really don't need this. And or in the case of at the Central Market today, we did buy a lovely loaf of bread, because we have serious salivations over the bread that we had in the Netherlands. I think it's probably some of the best bread you'll ever have. And we've been wanting to have this bread, good bread, not mushy, bread that you can get at the grocery store that's like, out of the loaf bag or whatever. We wanted like good solid bread. So we're like, we saw this bread and we're like, we're going to get the bread. So I'm like, well, if I cut just a little teeny tattly tiddly piece, it will probably be the same amount of calories as the very expensive loaf of better for you skinny bread from this other name brand that's supposed to be really, really good for you, blah, 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 blah. But the truth is, my nice fancy loaf of bread, fresh baked at the bakery at Central Market, it costs less money and it's probably going to taste a lot better. So if I only can have a tiny piece, I want it to be amazing. So I will have a piece, but old Christy would have been like, bring the loaf, come on, like, yay, great bread. So we did kind of do that, but we've been pretty good. And so now the trick will be getting us both continuing on with this journey and figuring out the proteins. That's been the hardest part. Like, it's like, where's the beef? I don't know. Remember that commercial? Like, you can't just eat burgers. You have to have like chicken and salmon. And my big thing with salmon is I love it, but I don't love the smell it makes when it's in the garbage for, like, the leftover skin and everything. Ugh. So I'm trying to time out those type of things so that they get picked up by the garbage people earlier. It's such a small thing to worry about, but and chicken, well, a girl can only eat so much chicken. So I've got to find new ways to do that. So we have a couple of beef things over the weekend. I'm not terribly concerned because one is a beef lamb combo. So that kind of makes it a little bit, I think, lighter. And who knows, I may not eat the whole kebabby thing. I've been finding that I've been setting my fork and my knife down pretty quick with every dinner, and it hasn't been because I don't like the food. The food is delicious. I just don't have room in my belly for it. And they literally, one of the things that they said was, in all the things that I read about it, eat your protein first, which is really hard to do if you've made like a kick butt, really nice roasted vegetable to go with your meal, which I've discovered I really like roasted radishes. Don't ask questions. They just taste amazing. So I do that. And so I try to have a little bit of the vegetables too in tandem with the beef or meat or chicken or like chicken sausagey thing or whatever I found. But the truth is I get full, especially if I eat the protein first. So I try to mix in a little bit of the veggies and whatever with it and try to get a little balance there. We don't often have like a bready, potato-y kind of thing. That's very, very rare now. But it is a vegetable, so I think I can have a bite or two of it and it won't kill me. And of course, fat. You gotta stay away from super, super high fat. So we had a meal plan kit, meal plan dinner kit thingy or whatever. We joined that, a subscription for that. I ended it this last week because we ended up getting 2 meals auto shipped to us by this company. I never ordered them, which was fine, but they selected, I think, the 2 most high calorie meals I could possibly have eaten. They were super spicy. Now, again, they say spice might impact you weird with the Zepbound. Hasn't impacted me. So the first meal we made, I ate like maybe, I don't know, a fourth of it at best because it was a lot of noodles and I knew I couldn't have them. And it was like almost 800 calories and a lot of it was fat. It would have been fine if it was all protein, but it wasn't. And then the second meal they sent, it was like 1,010 calories. And I was like, and then I looked at I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a look at the rest of it, see what the protein, 70, almost 70 grams of fat. No, thank you. So, sorry, not sorry. We did throw that one away because it didn't have to live in our stomachs and it didn't have to live in our bodies and it didn't have to add to our weight. And it was a hard thing for us to do. I'm not going to lie. I told my personal trainer, both my husband and I, the physicist especially, but myself too, we didn't grow up rich. And we know what it's like to be hungry or to like not have really good food to eat. And so we take that stuff very, 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 very seriously because when you're on your own at 16, that would be me, and you're trying to look after yourself and pay an apartment rent and you're working and you're going to school and all the other things, it's really hard to pay for all those things. And so I lived on like potatoes pretty much. I made potatoes about 5 million different ways, or mac and cheese, because it was affordable. So I did not throw away that food lightly, but I did throw it away because it wasn't it wasn't something I wanted. I didn't order it. And they added in this meat that I wouldn't have added to it. So I canceled the whole program. I was like, that's it, done with you, see you later. And then we had talked about maybe doing another one. And I just kind of looked at him and I said, you see how much I'm eating? Like, there's no point. So bear that in mind. There are some really good, like, I think, meal kit plans out there that like will send you stuff ready made if you want it ready made, and then you'll know everything. It'll be easier, especially if you're on your own, or you really don't like cooking or whatever. That might be a solution for you. But I don't mind cooking. I like to cook. I just got tired of cooking during the pandemic. And so we got rid of it. And now we're just trying to stay the course, support each other, and be on this journey together, even more so now than we were 2 days ago. He should be picking up his prescription probably sometime next week, because it was super duper expensive, but it was because of the way it was, how it was done through insurance. 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 Anyhow, we got that all sorted. So he's going to start at a much more reasonable price. But I did tell him, I said, even if we couldn't have gotten the price down to where it is now, or even half where it is now, I want him to do it, because I felt like, to me, that's like you're taking a vacation away from a bad negative lifestyle and a bad negative way of living to a good holiday from that, and having a brand new set point. And to me, that would be worth pulling money out of wherever we had it to pay for that to happen. And, because our bodies, this is it, man. I got to carry this bad boy all the way to infinity and beyond. And if I don't take care of it, I won't be here. And I know anything can happen, but I'm hopeful that I'm going to be around a long time. I'd like to be able to nag the spawn, the career girl, a little bit more. I love my daughter, and I love her friends, and I love all her people, and I love my husband, and I just want to enjoy life as long as I can be here. And I'm wanting to take steps to do so. So that's what I'm doing. So basically, this is just sort of like my little roundup. The week has been good. I think the scale is cooperating, but I really don't want to jinx myself. So I'm just going to kind of see where I sit on Monday and see what the visceral fat stuff or whatever does with that big body scan that they do once a month. I'm looking forward to a few other things that are going to be happening next week, and I will be sharing them with you then. And again, this is just this is my journey vlog. And if you want to come along for the ride, if you have suggestions, if you think this is really silly and you don't want to be here, not a problem for me. I'm doing it for me. And I'm just being Melanie's We Do Not Care Club. And I'm here because I care about maybe sharing what my reality is, so that other people can see that, hey, it's not going to kill you. And B, it's an option. It's not for everyone, but it is an option. And I'm glad I finally did take the option, but I took a long time to get there. And I'm glad that the physicist is joining me. And I wish you all a very, very happy Friday night, like a Friday kind of a night, if you can have one, and a great weekend. And I'll see you all come Monday if you're still around. And that's it. Bye.